Right guys, so this is our second game and we are gonna wanna play first. We're playing against we're playing a Grixis Aggro Flyer kind of deck. This hand I would mulligan, but we do have all the land colors we need, and we got Carnage Gladiator and we got Warp Physique, so that's pretty awesome. Let's just hope we draw into some 2-3 creatures and we should be fine. So yeah, we're still drawing some lands here. It's not bad. If anything, we'll have a turn 2 Warp Physique if our opponent plays anything of concern. And we drew another land, which is not good for us, but yeah, we can just go ahead and play the Clue Stone here. Not too worried about. Yeah, our opponent also playing a Clue Stone. Okay, we got a Rune Wing. To be honest, I do think playing the Rune Wing first is a good idea, because this way, if our opponent does have any type of removal, he can use it, and we want to have as much mana as possible for Carnage Gladiator. Hopefully be able to play him and regenerate if necessary. So let's see what our opponent does here. If anything, we also have Warp Physique up, which we do want to play soon, so let's see what happens. It's also possible that we go Warp Physique and Carnage Gladiator for next turn, so let's check it out. Okay, our opponent playing a second Clue Stone. So this kind of tips me off that our opponent could possibly have like a very powerful type of creature. Not sure how good that would be for us, so let's just play the Gladiator and keep Warp Physique mana up. And we'll see what our opponent plays here. So yeah, our opponent is now up to 7 lands. I can't imagine what he's trying to cast that would cost so much mana, so I guess we'll find out. Okay, a Woodlot Crawler, that's not bad. What else does he have? Another Clue Stone? And he's just gonna pass? I don't like that Woodlot Crawler, so I'm just gonna go ahead and get rid of it right here. This way we're able to deal 4 next turn. And plus, we're not gonna have a lot of cards in hand for too long. And yeah, now we get to play 2 creatures, so that's pretty cool. I don't think I'm actually gonna do it, but yeah, it is interesting to keep Carnage Gladiator mana up. Okay, so now we might actually want to play both creatures. So yeah, let's just go ahead and play both creatures at this point. We're gonna draw into Carnage Gladiator next turn anyway, so we'll also be able to trigger Battalion, so that's pretty sweet. Wow, our opponent is playing a lot of Clue Stones. It's kind of worrying me for some reason. Oh boy. Okay, so Angelic Skirmisher. That is going to be a very hard card to deal with. So let's see what he does here. Okay, so he got first strike. I do believe we passed a turn here. This way, if he attacks and he tries to use lifelink or some sort of ability, we can just attempt to smash with everything and get rid of some of his creatures. And I realize our opponent is still at 16, which is definitely not good for us. Alright, so what is he doing here? Okay, so our opponent isn't playing too many cards, to be honest. I mean, if we attack with everything here, he will most likely block the Warmind Infantry, which would be dealing 4 to him, and take 8. So I'm not sure if that's worth it. I might just end up playing the Tavern Swindler and passing the turn. Well, so I can attack with 4 creatures, but one of them, so he chose lifelink for some reason, which is kind of interesting. So I'm gonna go ahead and smash with the Carnage Gladiator because, right, and if he's got a trick, okay, so no tricks. He goes down to 12. I guess one of the cards that would help us here would be Weapon Surge. Given that we overload all of our creatures, we would be able to perhaps deal quite some damage. So is he gonna go lifelink here and attack for 4, go back to 16, then we can deal 8? Yeah. Okay, so he just passed a turn there, and we got an Ember Beast. That's pretty awesome. So let's see what he's gonna do here. He gets to choose an ability. Lifelink. And he taps our Carnage Gladiator. Okay. So if we do attack with everything here, we will mostly... So he's gonna block the Warmind. No, he can't block the Warmind. So he will probably block the Rune Wing and take 4, 6, 8. I'm actually just gonna attack here, guys. I might be wrong, but... Oh, and he takes damage from Carnage Gladiator's trigger. So he's taking 4, he's taking 8, but he gains 4. Okay, that's not bad, that's actually fine. So now we play an Ember Beast. And if he attacks, he's still gonna go to 11. Is it possible he has a counter spell here? Well, he's sacking the Clue Stones. Okay, so let's just go ahead and pass the turn here. I mean, he has a lot of cards in hand. And yeah, now we know that our Carnage Gladiator is gonna be blocked for presumably a couple of turns. I mean, not blocked, but he's gonna be able to tap it, so... Wow, our opponent has so many cards in hand at this point. He's got 3 cards. What is he playing? Let's see. Yeah, he realizes he needs more creatures right now. So he's playing another Clue Stone. His deck... very consistent with the Clue Stones. What is he doing here? He's sacking... Wow, I don't even know how many cards he drew this turn. I'm not sure what his plan is here, if he's gonna attack with Lifelink. Okay, that was a good idea actually. So he's dealing us 4. Didn't think of that. So let's go ahead and sack our Clue Stone too. I mean, we have the mana sources we want at this point. We just want to draw some good cards. Hopefully a Weapon Surge to... Okay, I mean, Leyline Phantom. That's gonna be another hard... I mean, pretty decent threat for our opponent. So if we just attack with everything here, he's still gonna tap the Carnage Gladiator, but he's probably gonna kill either the Rune Wing or one of our other creatures, and probably the Ember Beast. And he takes 4, 6, 8, so he takes 4 because he gains 4 life and goes to 3 life, and we lose 1 creature, but then we can play... Yeah, I do believe it's probably worth smashing with everything. I mean, kind of risky, but... Oh yeah, and he still loses 1 extra life because of Carnage Gladiator's ability to deal extra damage whenever a person blocks. So, pretty interesting. Yeah, he blocks the Ember Beast, loses 1 life, gains 4, goes to 10, takes 8, so he's going to 2 life. That's pretty good for us, and we get a Leyline Phantom. So, yeah, I'm not sure why I wasn't being more aggressive before. I mean, that's our deck strategy. So now he's going against 5 creatures, he's got 2 life. He does have a creature able to attack for lifelink and gain 6, but we probably gonna deal more than 6 regardless of him using the lifelink ability. Yeah, Angelic Skirmisher, that's a really powerful angel. I mean, it's a really good card. I never thought it could be that powerful and just be able to deal with that many creatures. So he's thinking, I mean, he's got 4 cards in hand, and he has about, what, 8 mana? So there's like so much he could do right here. He could probably play his whole hand. Now, to be honest, the only card I'm worried about here is the return all attacking creatures to their owner's hand card. We do have 5 creatures, and trying to play all these creatures would be just incredibly hard. So let's see what our opponent does here. I mean, again, Weapon Surge, well, I'm not even sure if it's that good at this point because we don't know what our opponent is going to do. If he just passes the turn, that's going to kind of make it obvious that he has the return all attacking creatures, but it's not like I can really do anything about it. The best I could do, oh, there we go, he conceded. Okay, so he was just thinking. I'll see you guys for the second game.